The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Luke. On a Sabbath, Jesus went to dine at the home of one of the leading Pharisees. He said to the host who invited him, "When you hold a lunch or a dinner, do not invite your friends or your brothers or sisters or your relatives or your wealthy neighbors, in case they may invite you back and you have repayment. Rather, when you hold a banquet, invite the poor, the crippled, the lame, the blind. Blessed indeed will you be because of their inability to repay you, for you will be repaid at the resurrection of the righteous." The Gospel of the Lord. Welcome to our second day of pilgrimage. My dear fellow pilgrims, can you please greet the person beside you? Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. And now we will be including in our prayers our online parishioners of Santa Maria Goretti. Marami po kasing nagpasabi na sama na niyo naman kami dyan. So, kaya po kasama sila sa ating panalangin din po, sa ating mga misa, sa pilgrimage na ito. Ang sabi po sa Ebanghelyo ngayon, pasintabi lang po ha, baka may tamaan lang sa inyo, bato-bato sa langit na lang. Ang sabi po ng Panginoon sa ating Ebanghelyo ngayon, when you hold a lunch or dinner, do not invite your friends who can repay you for the good deed you have done. Instead, when you hold a banquet, invite who? Invite the poor, the crippled, the lame, the blind, those who cannot pay you back. It is their inability to repay you that will make you blessed. Yan. So, pwede bang doon tayo mag-meditate sa ating pangalawang araw ng ating pilgrimage? I think the Lord is saying something to us here about riches and attachment to riches. Ang hirap mag-usap about poverty kasi ang lamig ng panahon at ang atin pong sitwasyon ay hindi naman ganoon kahirap. Pero palagay ko, yung dalawang santo dito sa lugar na ito ang magbibigay sa atin ng aral at paalala tungkol sa, first of all, detachment and to service and love for the poor. First is St. Ambrose. As you may very well know, we are in this church of St. Ambrose again. May dalawang dahilan kung bakit tayo nandito ulit. Kasi two figures are prominent in the city of Milan. The figure of Ambrose in the 4th century and Charles Borromeo in the 16th century. So sila po yung most prominent saints in this place. And Ambrose also was so loving to the poor as a bishop when he was a bishop here in Milan way back 4th century AD, na lahat ng mga taong nangangailangan ay handa niyang paglingkuran. In fact, Augustine in his Confessions, he said, "The reason for my conversion to Christianity," sabi ni St. Augustine, well, partly because of the eloquence of Ambrose, because of his preaching. Because Ambrose, as I had mentioned yesterday, he was a gifted preacher. Kasi nga, nalagyan ng honey yung kanyang bibig nung siya'y pinanganak. Kaya matamis ang kanyang dila, ang kanyang pananalita. So, in the Confessions of St. Augustine, he said, I became a Christian because of Ambrose, but not because of his power of speech or preaching, but because of his love for the people. Because in the community of Ambrose, he saw that everyone was loved and cared for. That in spite of the struggles around them, the Arians, again, just give you to give you a little background, Arianism was the main, in a way, problem of their time. Arianism, started by Arius, a priest, declared that Christ was not really God. He was just a man. And so, the followers of Arius, they tried to take over all the churches, especially here in Milan. Our guide this morning was telling us that St. Ambrose tried to protect these churches. He had to establish these churches, this church included, in order to preserve it to the Catholic faith and not to be turned over to the followers of Arius, the heretic. And so Ambrose, for his love for the people and for the poor, he spent most of his days in taking care of them, in loving the poor especially. St. Charles Borromeo, many centuries later in the 16th century, did the same. There was also a plague in Milan at that time, very much like the pandemic. And Charles Borromeo, we were in the Duomo earlier, and I don't know kung nakita niyo po yung mga portraits doon sa loob ng simbahan. On top were bigger portraits, and then down below were the smaller ones. The smaller ones, babalikan natin, ay nandun yung mga miracles of St. Charles Borromeo. At yung mga malalaking portrait, nandun naman yung mga instances sa buhay ni Charles Borromeo. So what we saw in the Duomo, in the Cathedral of Milan earlier, were the amazing things that Charles Borromeo did when he was Bishop of Milan. And what was the center of his ministry? Taking care of the poor and the sick. Charles Borromeo came from a very wealthy family, and yet he used all his riches, all his wealth, in order to be distributed to the poor. Kaya nga nagalit din sa kanya yung kanyang tatay and even his uncle. Nagalit ang family niya sa kanya kasi yung kanyang kayabanan ay binibigay niya sa mga nangangailangan. So in Charles Borromeo and in Ambrose, we see two bishops whose hearts were all for the love of the poor. Kaya magandang paalala ito sa atin, second day of our pilgrimage, to love those who cannot repay you, to be generous of yourself, especially to those who are not able to reciprocate your goodness or your generosity. Yan. So, kanina pong umaga, alam naman natin na ako na ho yung nasampulan, no? Meron ho kasing isa sa inyo na dinadaldal ako habang naglalakad. Itago na lang natin sa pangalang Len. Tapos, hindi ko na malaya na binundol ako nung bata. Hindi ko talaga naramdaman na may na sumagi or what, no? Kasi nga, busy ako sa kadadaldal ng... actually, hindi naman ako yung nagdadaldal. Dinadaldal lang naman ako. Kaya tapos yung bata, I think teenager siya. Teenager pa siya. Teenager siya. And then, tapos sabi niya, this could be your passport. This could be your passport. Sabi niya sa akin, no? Tapos, sabi ko, oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yung passport. Nakuha niya yung passport ko. Nakuha niya. And then, I don't know, binalik niya eh. Binalik niya sa akin. And siguro, kasi naghahanap siya ng pera, wala siya nakita pera doon sa bag ko. Ang laman ng bag ko kanina, ito, bag, ano tawag doon? Ayan. 2 itlog, tsaka 3 orange. Yun yung laman ng bag ko. Tapos, yun nga, syempre, nandun yung passport, and nandun din yung aking mayroon akong natirang may natira akong 20 euro doon sa wallet, no? Siguro na nakita niya, ang hirap naman itong nanakawan ko. Naawa siguro yung bata, yung nag-snatch. Pero hindi ko lang po kayo in-alarm kanina, pero sa totoo lang po ay natakot ako bigla. Kasi nakuha niya yung aking passport and wallet. Pero nandun, by some stroke of a miracle, nandun yung wallet ko tsaka yung passport. Kasi siguro, nung tininan niya yung wallet, anak ng 20 euro, ano bang mapapawa ko nito? Okay, yung passport. Binalik niya, no? Binalik niya. This could be your... yeah. So, pero sa madaling salita, ang paano kaya kung may 2 million euro ako doon? Siguro, no? Talagang mahirap, no? So, kanina pinagninilayan ko din yon. Ba't kaya ako ang unang nabiktima? Kasasabi pa lang ni Raquel na ingatan niyo yung bag niyo. Tapos agad-agad nabiktima ako, no? Pagbaba pa lang ng bus. Ayan, sa mga kapatid, ha? Ayan. Siguro, kaya ako ang unang tinarget. Kasi alam niya, walang laman yung bag ko kung di itlog, no? Pero kung siguro sinasabi din niya sa atin na, kayo na may mga laman. Hindi lang sa mag-ingat, kung hindi, kasi kinakabahan ka, di ba, pag may nawawala. Kasi ngayon po, halimbawa, nakapag-shopping na po kayo. May ilan po sa inyo, bato-bato sa langit, ay nakabili na ng Longchamp, ba't kayo tumatawa? O kaya ng LV. Ngayon po, may mga ilan sa inyo, ayaw nang magsimba. Gusto nila doon lang sila sa bus. Bakit? Kasi di pa nga namin nasusuot eh. Tapos mamaya, manakaw na agad. Ayan, no? Ayan. So, napakahirap po talaga ng tinatawag nating detachment. Pakiulit nga yun, detachment. Yeah. So, yun po yung magandang pinapaalaala sa atin. Second day of our pilgrimage, the Lord is reminding us about detachment. Our resources, yes, we are grateful to God for the resources that we are given. We are grateful to God for providing for our needs and also for giving us some sort of, a comfortable life. That we are able to travel, that we are able to do whatever we want, and that we are able to buy the things that we would like. But the Lord is also telling us na these things, we need to learn. Like St. Ambrose and like St. Charles Borromeo, let us learn to be, let us learn the art of detachment from these things. Because eventually, what is important is that we are able to attach ourselves to the Lord more and more, and detach ourselves from the things of this world less and less. To be attached to the things of this world less and less, and to be attached more and more to the Lord. So in this Mass, on our second day, kahapon, humility. Ngayon, detachment. So the Lord is teaching us, the lesson of detachment through the example of St. Charles Borromeo and St. Ambrose, both great figures that come from this place, this city, great city of Milan. Si St. Ambrose, just to end, kung ang motto ni St. Charles Borromeo ay humility, si St. Ambrose of Milan, ang lagi niyang sinasabi, ang kanyang motto, Omnia Christus est nobis. In Latin is Omnia Christus est nobis. Ang ibig sabihin ay, to us, Omnia Christus est nobis, to us, Christ is all. Ibig sabihin, sabi ni St. Ambrose, to us, Christ is all means, if I am sick, Christ is my healer. If I am in doubt, Christ is my light. If I feel weak, Christ is my rock of strength. If I am in the dark, Christ is my wisdom. If I feel confused, Christ is my guide. To us, Christ is all. Yan po yung motto at laging sinasabi ni St. Ambrose, Omnia Christus est nobis. To us, Christ is all. In our pilgrimage, ang ganda po na dito tayo nagsimula sa Milan, the city of Charles Borromeo and Ambrose is telling us in this pilgrimage, to us, pilgrims, Christ is all, nothing more. Only Christ is all. Nagsimula po tayo sa Milan. Sana ang dala-dala natin galing sa Milan ay hindi bag, no? Sana ang dala-dala natin mula sa Milano ay si St. Ambrose at si St. Charles Borromeo. Sana natutunan natin sa dalawang obispong ito, sa dalawang santong ito, kung paano na ang kayamanan ay hindi para sa sarili lamang, kung hindi ang kanyang kaalaman, kakayanan, kapangyarihan, at kayamanan ay para sa paglilingkod sa kapwa. As I've said, St. Ambrose was instrumental for the conversion of St. Augustine. And what impressed Augustine the most with St. Ambrose was not really his eloquence, but really more his life with the people, his service to the poor. And maybe that's what we can bring with us as we continue our pilgrimage. Bring with us the virtues of humility of St. Charles Borromeo, and bring with us the detachment of the life of St. Ambrose. Again, as he would always say, ang laging sinasabi ni St. Ambrose, Omnia Christus est nobis. Pakiulit nga po yun. Omnia Christus est nobis. To us, Christ is all. Para sa atin, pilgrims, si Jesus ang lahat. Sa Kanya natin lahat matatagpuan at sa Kanya din natin makukuha ang lahat ng ating hinahanap. The Lord be with you, and may our loving God bless you and your family, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our Mass, our second Mass has been offered. Go in peace to love and serve the Lord in one another.